Yes, in this segment, I would like to present to you about some data about Indonesia's textile industry, and the first slide will be about Indonesia's textile industry export performance. Let's see the trend from 2017 to 2019. The number or the trend actually increased from 12.09 billion US dollar in 2017 to 13.5 billion US dollar in 2018, and projected in 2019 the export performance of textile industry reaching 15 billion US dollar. Industry Ministry released the significant growth of Indonesia's textile and textile products or TPT industry in the first quarter of 2019, recorded 18.98% compared to 7.46% in the same period in 2018. Reliable sources from the Industry of Ministry said that the high growth was more due to the substantial investment in the upstream sector, accounting for 11 trillion rupiah from Rayon producer of PT Asia Pacific Rayon or APR in Riau at the end of 2018. In addition, the high production rise in the apparel industry accounted for 29.19%, triggered by the increase of orders both in the export and local market, along with the political year in the country. And textile industry also is a intensive labor sector. And the next data will be about the manpower absorption in textile industry. In 2017, the industry absorbed the manpower to 2.73 million people. In 2018, it absorbed more people or more manpower, reaching 2.95 million people. And in 2019, so far, the industry had absorbed manpower, 3.11 million people. The textile and textile products industry in West Java has deteriorated. This was triggered by high worker wages, which is one of the problem in the industry. Competition with imported products to the potential cost of waste management. Based on a data from the West Java Manpower and Transmigration Office in 2018, 19 textile and textile products or TPT industries were closed due to the high operational cost, while none others companies were relocated. 5 companies relocated to Central Java, and the other 3 companies moved to Garut and Majalengka, whose lower city district minimum wages. And how about Indonesia's export destination? Let's see the data. These are the export market or 5 destination countries of Indonesia's textile products. We have USA. The value of the trade to the country had reached 3.8 billion US dollar. After that, we have another countries such as Japan, China, South Korea, and Germany. A concern for Indonesia's textile industry is that competition from Vietnam is rising problematically, and unlike Vietnam, Indonesia does not have a free trade agreement with the European Union. Therefore, Indonesian textile export to Europe are subject to import duties in the range of 5 to 20%, while Vietnam can export its textile products to this region without import duties. This makes Vietnam's product more competitive and attractive for EU buyers. And who are the biggest player in Indonesia's textile industry? Let's see the next data. These are the big in Indonesia textile industry. We got Indorama, and then we got Sritex, Pan Brothers, Asia Pacific Fibers, and Tifico Fiber Indonesia. All these companies are the listed companies. Indonesia is among the top 10 textile producing nations in the world. The country is also the 12th largest textile and apparel exporter, with major exporting destinations including the United States, the European Union, and the Middle East. The country's exports were relatively stagnant during the 4-year period in 2012 to 2016. The biggest increase in export was witnessed in the yarn and garment segments during 2016 to 2018. According to the Indonesian Textile Association or API, despite the global decline in textile demand, the overall textile exports of the country rose by 8% on year-on-year basis in 2018. And how about the list of challenges in Indonesia's textile industry? Let's see the next data. These are the challenges that need to be tackled as soon as possible, so the growth of the textile industry can grow even higher. The first challenge is the high price of gas for industry. And then the second one is price of domestic raw material is 20% more expensive compared to the imported raw material. And then the third challenge is high price of electricity, high cost of labor, old machineries, and illegal textile products from China. On the external side, the plunge of the rupiah exchange rate, which has fallen by around 10% to nearly 15,000 rupiah to the US dollar since the beginning of 2018, has significantly increased production costs. This is due to the fact that a significant portion of Indonesia's textile sector's raw materials, such as cotton, are imported, which are priced in the US dollar. According to the Association of Indonesian Textile Manufacturer, or API, raw material prices have increased by 5 to 6% since the beginning of the year. The rupiah depreciation has made matters worse because it caused some price to soar up to 50%, and we're kind of hoping the best for the textile industry in Indonesia. And stay tuned on market headlines because we'll be right back after the break.